Hi, so this is going to be my pregnancy vlog for week 17 through 20. I had uploaded a 17 and 18 week vlog, and for some reason I thought I had uploaded it. It didn't appear, and I just now noticed that it isn't there, and I had deleted the video thinking that it had uploaded. So for whatever reason it's not there, and so this is going to be a huge update time frame. Not sure how much I'm going to have to say. But here goes. So back on Christmas Eve, I was 17 weeks and 3 days. That was the day that we found out we were having a baby girl. I had done a couple of the gender prediction home tests, like the cabbage test and the peeing on baking soda, and according to all the wives' tales, I was 1,000% convinced that we were having a baby boy. We already have 2 boys, and I just, for some reason, it never crossed my mind that it could be a girl. So when we were in the ultrasound room with the ultrasound tech, she said, "Are you sure you're ready for this?" And I go, "Yeah." And she said, "It's a girl," and I'm 1,000% sure. And we were just in disbelief. I cried. I tried really hard not to cry because my belly was shaking, and she was trying to get pictures, and getting an ultrasound done at 17 weeks is pretty much unheard of around here. I was really lucky that my doctor was willing to work with me and get that done before Christmas. So yeah, we found out. We're very, very excited. I've bought tons of baby girl stuff already. Not tons, but it was what we spent our Christmas money on. As far as symptoms go, ever since about, I think it was back in 16 weeks, it was in my last vlog actually, migraines have been pretty constant. I've tried drinking more water. I'm up to about 64 ounces a day. I usually average 64 ounces a day, which still isn't enough, I know, but it's huge for me considering I would go a day or two without water quite often. Kaden. Yeah, the migraines have been pretty regular every day, which doesn't help my moodiness. Another thing that has been pretty consistent is that I am very moody, short-tempered with my kiddos and everything. It's not, I've seen how I can ruin my husband's day or ruin the kids' day in about 10 seconds. I react before I think, and it usually results in me yelling and screaming and throwing a tantrum over something stupid. Or expecting my husband to be a mind reader or something. I'm so lucky to have such an amazing husband. What else for symptoms? Let's see. Swelling had gone down for a little while. I believe it was around 16, 17 weeks. I may have mentioned that in my last vlog, I'm not sure. But I definitely feel that it's gone back up in the last 2 weeks, I'd say. Thank goodness, knock on wood, I haven't had the carpal tunnel in my wrists. That started early on in this pregnancy, and it went away. In my last pregnancy, I had it the majority of the time, and it was incredibly painful. Sorry. Not really pregnancy related, but my next symptom, I guess, would be my sore throat and stuffy nose. I've had a sinus infection and a sore throat the last week, which hasn't made me any nicer of a mom and wife at all. But I'm finally starting to feel a little better. This morning I woke up and I didn't have to run and blow my nose before it exploded all over me. So I've still had a little bit of acne again around my mouth area. I've been constipated. What else? I feel like my hair is growing really fast. I had dyed it back. I did a root touch up about, it's probably been a month now, maybe 5 weeks. And I've already got some some brown shown through again. It needs a touch up. So I feel like my hair's growing fast. I don't feel like it's falling out nearly as bad as it was a month or a month and a half ago. It seemed like it was coming out like crazy. And I feel like that's gotten better. What else? Sorry, a lot of ums today. Swelling, I already mentioned the swelling's worse. It's really, really bad when I eat something salty for dinner. If I make the mistake of having pizza and not like 5 cups of water to go with it, then I really pay for it the next day. I can't think of too much else. I'm not sure that it's pregnancy related, but I did have my second anatomy scan on Thursday, like 3 days ago. It turns out that they had scheduled me one already, and they didn't tell me. They just told me to write it down on my calendar. They didn't tell me what the appointment was for. And apparently it was an ultrasound, my anatomy scan. So when I made the appointment right before Christmas for an anatomy scan, they didn't catch it, and I didn't realize that it had already been made. So I had my second one on Thursday. It was awesome to see her. There was such a huge difference in her growth. I couldn't believe it. Like before, her foot had taken up like half of this little picture, or half of the screen, the ultrasound machine screen. And that was like the whole thing. It was just crazy to see the difference. It was the first time I've had an ultrasound done without my husband being there, and that, for some reason, I'm just weird. I wanted to have somebody there with me, and I didn't. It was just kind of awkward. But everything is looking great. I met with a neonatologist afterwards, or a high-risk doctor. I don't think it was a neonatologist. I think it was just a high-risk pregnancy doctor, who said that everything looked great. They did a little extra looking at the baby's heart so that I don't have to do an echocardiogram, fetal echocardiogram, because heart problems run in my family on both sides. So it's something that I have done with my last 2 babies, but her heart is looking great. As far as movement goes, she is moving a ton. I feel like she goes in spurts. She'll go 4 or 5 hours where I don't feel her at all. And then all of a sudden she'll move for like an hour and just constantly kicking and rolling, and it's a lot of fun. My 4-year-old was the first to feel her move other than me. And then my husband, and then our 2-year-old. So everybody's felt her move. I think it helps them realize that there's a baby in there and she's growing and she'll be here someday. We're all super excited and can't wait for her to be here. I can't think of anything else to update, so if I do, I will leave it below in the comments. And thanks for watching.